Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know my Battle Azama Kickstarter has started. So far it's reached 25% of its goal with 28 days left. Thanks to all of you that have contributed so far. For those of you that haven't contributed yet, I could really use your help. Any profit from this game will be used to fund the Centurions Review website and YouTube channel. So far the playtester feedback has been excellent. Thanks. Hey guys, Dave and Len here. Len just bought Black Mountain Golden Annual #1 Infantry Attacks game by Mike Benninghoff, PhD. This is from Avalanche Press. Tell us, Len's going to help with this unboxing here. Tell us, Len, how long it took you to get this after ordering it.
I ordered this on February 27th, 2020. I was getting ready for the quarantine, and I figured I needed a game to play, and I just got this a couple days ago.
Well, at least you got it. I'll give them that, yeah.
It's about, on the Facebook Panzer Grenadier site, they're making fun of the company about how slow the serve. When you order something, you'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
It's not one of those where if you need it next week, yeah, because especially you get excited, oh, the new stuff, and all months, years later, you get it.
All right, Len, show us what's in the package here. I guess you'd call it inside the Ziploc bag. Yeah. This is a Panzer Grenadier type rules, you said?
It's called Infantry Attacks. It's basically based on the Panzer Grenadier system with a few changes. Like, the units are companies, not platoons. And since they have poor communications, you don't get a indirect.
Sorry guys, we got interrupted by a phone call. So anyhow, here's the map here.
Yeah, it's a geomorphic. Here's a river, or sometimes it depends on some scenarios of the gully, one big trench. You have these white lines that are elevation lines. And here, of course, you got a town with buildings.
Is that a famous town or anything, or just a town?
It's a town. And, of course, there are the woods. Sometimes it's hard to tell light woods from heavy woods, but okay, but that depends on the scenario.
Gotcha.
So, here are the counters.
Let's see if I can zoom in on those. Yeah, it looks like at least some of them are double-sided.
Yeah. Upper right is movement. So these guys move too, so we don't move too fast.
They're good-sized counters too, that's good.
That's one thing good about the Panzer. Actually, all the Panzer Grenadiers. The counters are big and they're a little thick, so it's easy to handle. Of course, sometimes you have about 6, 7 in a stack, but yeah. On the back you have these disrupted, you have move, fire, disrupted, and oddly enough, no one ever gets demoralized. I guess you gotta borrow from other games. So, and these are the leaders. The middle number is when you check morale. If you roll over that, you usually are pinned or routed. This is a bonus for fire combat, and this is a bonus for morale check. So. And in the booklet, see, this is what it is battles on Austria's southern front. Montenegro declares war, so they have only 6 divisions. And you have like scenarios that tell you the game length, and also what units, and also things like initiative, very important, morale, and sometimes the artillery. In the second edition, someone pointed out to the Mad Doctor that in World War I, you didn't call in the artillery. You didn't have what is the infantry attacks after the artillery is lifted. So you either have a prep fire phase where you just roll on the units on the map a couple times, or you just that's the setup.
I mean, they had a lot of artillery, those small pieces that were kind of like direct fire, that they would fire at the troops while they're running forward and stuff.
They had the famous 77s and 75s. Mm-hmm. And there's in this game, if you fire them, if you roll like 11 or something, there's an ammo limit. If you roll above it, you're at half strength. And then if you roll a second time, you're out of ammunition. So.
Cool. So how many scenarios you got in here? About 20 like usual?
Yeah, this is only 10. It was a small war.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What'd this cost? $30 or something?
I think it was under $20 because.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, they were going to raise it. That's one of the reasons. Also because the COVID-19, they were talking about the quarantine start. I thought they had this already in stock, so I thought, wow.
Yeah, that's happened to me with a few war game companies where I ordered something off their website, and then I didn't realize until afterwards it was a pre-order, and they didn't make it clear it was a pre-order. And when I asked about it, they're like, "Oh yeah, you'll have that in 6 months." It's like, "What do you mean 6 months?" They're like, "Oh, it's a pre-order."
Yeah. One thing they started doing a system where. They organize the scenarios into a big campaign. So with this one, each scenario has a major victory, minor victory, and then at the end of maybe like this one, the first 6 scenarios is like a campaign phase. You count up the points depending on the victories, and that determines who won the campaign. They started doing this, I remember, with the Korean War one, and that made that game so much better. So, this one, well, I think they have infantry attacks, and there's another one. I can't remember if it's on here. Okay. These are like... campaign, the battles of 1914. The only disappointment was that I'm used to the Western Front. So I'm used to the French and the British fighting the Germans. Here it's like the Austrians and the Germans fighting the Russians.
Interesting.
So, but, sometimes you gotta learn a few things. So, I remember there's one from infantry attacks in which a force of German militia rout a Russian force that's twice its size. It noted that until a week ago, these were all storekeepers in whatever town. So they went out, and I think they gave them a fantastic morale rate. So, all right. So that's it for this unboxing.
All right. Thanks, Len.
Okay.